I have a goal, and it's to kill everyone.
Disturbing and graphic audio of the Oxford High School shooter outlining his plan to kill innocent students was played in court today as the judge determines if it's appropriate to give the teen life without parole. It was an emotional day in court on day one of the Miller hearing for the Oxford High School shooter. The audio you heard there of the teen was recorded the day before he carried out the 2021 deadly mass shooting that killed 4 and injured 7.
The prosecution made their case to the judge as to why the shooter should spend the rest of his life in prison without any chance for parole. Ibrahim Samra has a recap of day one.
There isn't one word to describe what happened on day one of the Miller hearing, but one thing is clear. The Oxford High School shooter is prepared to spend the rest of his life in prison at the price of taking the lives of his very own peers.
There are no demons. I am the demon.
All rise.
From chilling testimonies that left hands shaking,
I did not trust anything in that moment,
to evidence that left hearts breaking.
I have a goal, and it's to kill everyone.
Day one began with prosecutor Karen McDonald describing the Oxford High School shooter the only way she knows how.
This is an offense unlike any other in this country or state has ever seen.
Lieutenant Timothy Willis, the chief investigator on the case,
Ever seen anything like this?
never.
describing the meticulous planning of the Oxford High School shooter, including text messages and journal entries like this.
I just saw a group of girls sitting down in the hallway. If I had my pistol on me, then I would have not hesitated to blow both of their brains out.
An unnerving statement that was only a piece that the prosecution says his parents should have caught on to, but instead are responsible for not only neglecting the warning signs, but went as far as to buying him the gun he used days before the shooting. Startling evidence also included surveillance video of the shooting that was not shown outside the courtroom, but the impact of it felt through the tears of the victims' families watching the video for the very first time.
Those, as bad as it sounds, a lot of times they're not right, they're awful, but you can make sense out of them. It's something you've witnessed before. This made no sense.
And in the courtroom with them, the shooter sitting nearly motionless as the emotion played out through the testimony of an Oxford teacher who was shot but survived to tell her side.
He was aiming to kill me. Sent my husband a text message that just said, "I love you." Active shooter.
But perhaps the most unsettling sound from court on day one, an audio manifesto recorded by the shooter one day before the massacre.
I'm going to teach the entire nation and the world of what's happening. I have a goal, and it's to kill everyone.
Now, so far, we've seen evidence and testimonies brought forward by the prosecution, which is expected to continue. Then it'll be the defense's turn to present their case. But until then, we'll continue to follow this hearing as it unfolds right here on CBS News Detroit. Reporting for CBS News Detroit, I'm Ibrahim Samra.